We are looking at a map showing the Land Use Planning Commission, or LUPC, zones for wetlands and their associated buffers. If we open the attribute table by right-clicking, open attribute table, we can see there is an attribute called zone, and that lists the code and the associated label. We want to display by color, showing which are which. Close the attribute table, double-click or right-click on LUPC zones and go to Properties. When Properties opens, go to the tab Symbology. Symbology tab, Categories. Value field will be Zone. Select Add All Values. You can select a color ramp or individually click on these and give them each their own fill color and outline color. Okay. Now, insert legend. Now we'll bring this information over into a legend here. Select the layers you want, remove. If you wish to add, select and add here. I want just the zones. Next. And you'll see several things that you can change here. I'm going to leave the defaults to show you how it works, and then show you how to change them after the fact. So, right now, you see that this is hollow in the background, and if this is placed over the face of the map, it will overlap with the map information. To change that, using the black arrow, either one of these, they're the same tool, double-click, and it will open the same options that you had when you were creating the legend, namely frame. Set the background drop down to white. Apply. This is given a white background to all of this, and you see right here how the text is lining right up with the edge. If we set a gap of 5 in the X and the Y dimensions, see how that provides a little bit of white space around the edge so it looks cleaner. Okay. Now we want to remove these underscores, and any information we change over here in the table of contents will also change in the legend. So now LUPC zones clip, and we don't need to know that it's clipped for this map, so that's just the LUPC zones. And you see all other values doesn't need to be there. If we double click and go back to the Symbology tab, then it will give the option to uncheck the box all other values right here. With that unchecked, that is removed from the legend and the table of contents. Since this says LUPC zones, zone is redundant, we can click on this in the table of contents as if to change it, and then just delete that text entirely, and it goes away. Now, I've left a space for my legend down here, and I can just scale that down to fit. It's a bit small, but you'll find that when this exports at full resolution, this is legible at this size. So now we have a title, a scale bar, text showing who made it, and a north arrow indicating magnetic north. You will notice these grid lines are not perfectly aligned, and that is because we're in western Maine and we are west of the central meridian of this UTM zone, which means that the grid lines are going to be converging towards that line, which means to the east.